Welcome back to the CoLab podcast. I am Laura Michelle.
And I'm Arlen from Batari.
And as always, we have a great episode today.
Always.
So, going into introducing our guests, we have Miss Karis herself.
Hello.
How you doing?
How y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
Awesome.
A little tired.
Yes,
Yeah,
very tired.
Very tired.
And a little
Very
sick.
tired.
So, trying to get over that. Yes. So, what would you like to talk about today?
So we are talking about being
My
raw.
after dark voice. We are talking about. Yes.
We are talking about being raw. We are talking about being vulnerable. Being.
That shit sounds
Yo,
scary.
It
facts.
sounds scary.
Facts.
A little scary. You said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are talking about being vulnerable, about surrendering ego, things along those
Gotta give up future, bro. Damn it.
things along those topics. Yeah, that's my heart, that's my energy.
Oh. You want to tell us a little more about it?
Well, I don't know.
Like, how did you get into discovering this? Like,
Not
why?
before a shot, though.
Not before a shot, of course.
Not before a
Okay,
shot.
I don't know if I'm gonna be as coherent after this though.
That's good.
Is that good?
That's good.
I'm
We're talking
okay.
about surrendering.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are.
Surrender to the lick.
Surrender to the good God.
He don't sponsor us, by the way.
Surrender to my stomach.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
There you go.
I love
Pussy
people.
ass
Oh,
shots.
gosh.
Oh, can I get a pussy shot too?
Yeah, you already told you. I got you since y'all want to go weak.
Cause the vegan didn't eat today, and I don't got nothing to hold
Listen,
this up.
We went through 4 episodes without eating one time.
Facts.
I love these.
No,
little
I didn't
kids.
feel it till that shit started to get a
Yo,
little
the
strong.
third,
Settling.
third episode, I was like, whoo,
Yo, right? That was literally right before I came to hang out with
Really?
you.
Yeah, you told me
Yes,
that.
I
You was like, I'm sorry, I'm a
Whoa.
little.
Yo, that was messed up. But yeah,
Yo.
all right, ready? All right, cheers.
Cheers.
1, 2, 3. That wasn't that bad.
That was baby.
No, that bottle's stronger than the last bottle. we
Girl,
had.
please
No,
relax.
No,
nah.
I'm
I'm
telling
not
you
even
because
gonna
you.
hold you like that.
No, because you remember the first episode last week? That shit was almost, I won't say juice because that shit was still nasty, but it was not nearly as.
It wasn't. It's not that bad.
Feel it on my tongue.
That's like on my bartender shit. That's really my favorite. That and Grey Goose are like my favorite.
Yo,
I just don't like
facts.
the way that it tastes. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna
aftertaste-
taste. It's gonna taste like shit regardless.
Exactly,
It's alcohol.
that on my tongue, but it doesn't burn.
Yeah, it's smooth.
It's very smooth.
Yeah.
I could fuck with some Tito's, and
No,
I
look
wake
at
up
her.
happy.
She like, man, fuck
And
y'all.
I wake up happy. And I wake up happy. I might get a little nauseous 2 hours later, but I wake up happy.
Yeah. You still happy? It's like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Like it. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Oh man. But do tell me how you get into this whole surrendering yourself. Like, did something happen? Did you just say, fuck it, I just want to change?
Fuck it, I'm not just.
I mean, a lot of times.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. So basically, just like a short kind of breakdown. So spirituality is a very big part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
My spiritual journey has been going on for about, we could say, how long have I? About 4 to 5 years now. It kind of started with me transitioning my diet, so I am a vegan now. I move more towards like alkaline diet and whatnot.
So I know, you ever had slutty vegan?
You're not supposed to eat slutty vegan. It's not good for you.
It's
not?
I have had
Why
it.
not?
It is good. It's not good for you.
Why not?
So
That's
they,
a whole nother.
No, I'm curious. I just tried it, and it was.
Did you try it?
Yeah. I mean, it was good. It tastes like Five Guys burger to me. I mean,
But no, what I've heard is they've taken the Impossible Burger recipe.
What you
Like-
didn't I tell you that?
Huh?
Yeah, you done stole her information.
No, actually, this
We
nigga
taking
that I
this
used
to the
mess with
deans.
told me that.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
he told me that, and basically they took that recipe, but it's something in it that's really not good for you. Even
It's all
though,
of it's not good for you.
yeah, even though it's vegan, just because something is
It's
vegan
vegan
does not
doesn't
mean it is
Pause.
healthy.
Okay. On a level, on the scale, is it worse than a regular burger, or is it still below?
It can be. So it just kind of depends on the perspective. So I'm very big on what's called like WFPB kind of diet. So which is basically,
Yeah.
I know, that's
You
how
lost
people
me at
kind of.
diet.
That's how
He had W's.
W. That's kind of just how people like describe it, but basically it stands for whole foods plant-based diet. So that's more so just I don't really do processed foods as much as possible. I try to stay away from them, minimize them, and everything that I do, I pretty much cook, and it's from whole foods, whole vegetables, whole fruits, whatever the case, whole grains that are within like the alkaline diet and everything like that. But yeah, it's just kind of perspective. Like Lauren said, it's just like everything that is vegan does not equate to healthy at all by any means. So, and we're kind of, that's why I won't say I don't like the trend in the way that it's going, but it's starting to become more about the name than about the health aspects of it, which is what bothers me. And so like a lot of the work that I do is in trying to advocate for the health aspect of it and the healing aspects of it rather than the trend, I'm just not eating meat, which is great from an environmental standpoint. It's beautiful from a, energy standpoint.
Yeah, but the purpose of being vegan is to be healthier.
Exactly, healthier. So, yes, so it's really just perspective because to some people, if you eat a lean burger, if you eat, something that's grass-fed, which is also a lie, but, we're not going to get into that. But if you eat something on a healthier wave of a burger as opposed to like processed soy, pea protein, all these different kind of things, GMO crap, like these things that aren't really good for you anyway. So it's just kind of like they kind of are neck and neck at that point to me. On an environmental scale, some people might say different, but on a health aspect, you might as well just...
He's like, eat the real thing.
Yeah, you might as well just
go ahead and eat the real thing,
yeah. So with Slutty Vegan, like, I support her beautiful black business. I'm all for it. I'm glad she's getting so much clout. But I don't like the fact that people are advocating like it's health food, because it's not. It's a whole bunch of processed stuff. They use the Impossible Burger. The best thing that she does, she know how to season stuff very well. But most of their food is processed. Their fries are like the crinkle fries out there.
Yeah, they're regular fries.
They're regular fries. They have very good seasoning on them. But
I don't even say that. I mean, I have better fries. I had better fries.
I had it like a couple months ago, so I don't know how.
I had it last month.
Really, some stuff started falling.
Oh yeah, they gave up.
I don't know why. I don't know. I've only been.
They said, you know what?
Stuff started falling.
I'm just trying to stay open.
They getting a lot of energy. They getting a lot of clout. So it's like, I guess you got three hours worth of folk waiting in line. It's like, we just gonna toss them and send them.
True.
But I'm not the biggest fan.
No, but back to what you're saying though, like about the spirituality journey that you've been on to discover this.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's been about 4 to 5 years journey to kind of come in. So it started with me changing my diet and then getting more so into meditation and into yoga specifically. Those started to become really important parts of my practice. And then just a lot of spirituality for me is just a lot of self-reflection and a lot of awareness and a lot of being able to look at yourself vulnerably without all the coverings that we've been taught, and we've been domesticated so much in this dimension, in this world, and whatever, just by what's expected of us and what we see other people do and everything like that. And so it's just kind of like a process of unpacking. I feel like that is the biggest aspect of spirituality. Spirituality to me is not all this woo-woo shit. The biggest part, I'm into the woo-woo.
Yeah.
But that's not the biggest aspect of it. The biggest aspect of it is unpacking all the shit that doesn't serve you anymore and focusing on your relationship between you and spirit. And you are spirit, you are a reflection of spirit. So it's kind of just that. And so that being said, not just every year, but every moment, every second, like I just feel myself getting deeper and deeper into my practice, and that shows in the choices that I make and the way I walk through my life and everything, from me locking my hair now to the way that I eat now, as opposed to when I first started my plant-based diet and everything in between that. But just kind of walking and getting further into it, and so now at this stage, I've done a lot of like kind of the surface work, and so now being at the point of like, what else is there? Because it's like you always think that you surrender, and you think
there's
that
more
you're
that
doing
you,
something.
there's more.
It's like an onion, like it's literally layer
layers
by layer.
To it,
there's so many layers. So it's like you think that you surrendered something, you think that you have gotten past something, and then you look at yourself again and you're like, oh wait, there's another
It's just that
piece.
you kind of like you haven't really faced it. That's why.
Yeah, you haven't really dealt with it, so you have to keep coming back to it and keep getting more familiar. But it's just like anything, like you think about the people that you know in your life, like I know my mama better now than I did when I was 10.
No, facts.
Facts, big facts.
Especially when you move out.
And now I see you as an adult. It's a different kind of story. But yeah, like the longer you know someone or the more you get into knowing someone, the deeper it is and the more understanding you have. So it's the same thing with you. Like you have to meet yourself and you have to learn yourself and you have to learn yourself authentically, not what you've been taught and not what other people have told you are and things like that. So yeah, it's just like a process of unpacking, and like the more we unpack, the more surrendering has to be done, the more vulnerable we have to get, the more ego we have to release. It's been getting snatched from me all year, honey. So
I mean, I feel that you do need to know yourself, and I feel like that goes into like why a lot of relationships nowadays are shit, because you don't know, because people don't know themselves. And they're expecting somebody else to like figure it out for them. Yeah. It's like, bro, you don't know.
And you want somebody to complete you.
Yeah, and it's like you got to be complete before you get into a relationship.
I do have a question though. Yes. Yeah. I know because we talked a little bit outside of camera. We talked about surrendering ego and everything. Do you think that it is necessary in certain situations for you to have a level of ego for protection on yourself?
So I would say yes. So of course, I feel like everything that we've been given in this life has purpose, right? So ego definitely has purpose. Ego literally is just your human self, you know? So there are aspects of, like you said, to have discernment, to be able to say, yes, I fuck with this. No, I do not. Like, you know, to be able to create boundaries for yourself, to be able to like feel out the physical world. Like there does have to be grounded. I am very big about that because I had that point in my, which I feel like a lot of people have if you are on a spiritual walk, that part where you go completely boo-boo and you try to leave this shit alone, that'll fuck your head up.
You're
Don't
like,
do that
this
shit.
is horrible.
This is horrible. This is crazy. Like,
what is this shit?
Like niggas is astral projecting and on shrooms all day. I don't do shrooms.
Yeah.
But
I don't see how
But people be on the
shit is terrifying.
It be on the boo-boo all day, and it's like, but you start to lose yourself here, and you do have to have some grounding here because I do strongly believe we're here for a reason.
It's about being well-rounded. You can't just be one thing.
You can't be one way or another. It's about encompassing all of it. So that aspect of ego, you can't be too deep in ego. You can't be too far gone from it because we have to do work here. You know what I'm saying? We've been brought here to do some sort of work. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So it's just like, yeah, like you said, being well-rounded and having aspects of it that are beneficial, but being able to release those that aren't. And I think we, as a people, have just been taught so much attachment to ego that it just, that's all we know. You know, that's all we know. So it's just kind of like finding the balance, finding our own personal balance and playing with that. What that means for yourself.
Hey, yo, quick question. How y'all feel about zodiac signs? I want to know this because I'm sick tired of it.
Why are you tired?
Because it's like the first question when you talk to somebody, like, what's your zodiac sign? Like,
because it's important.
But I don't feel like it defines you though.
It doesn't define you, but what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
All right. Say, she gonna come my ass real quick.
I think for me, it is extremely interesting. You know, once upon a time, I was like, why the fuck does it matter? Like, why are you asking me this? What purpose is that going to serve you ultimately? But the more people I talk to who are actually interested in zodiac signs, like it brings a completely different element. It's another topic for a conversation. You know, like you said, when you first meet someone, what's your sign? Okay, now there's a whole nother topic. So now I want to get to know you on a personal level. You know, like for me, I say there are typically two signs that I try to stay away from, but I think society has kind of like molded me into that because, like I said,
what signs are these?
We're not gonna talk.
No,
we're not gonna talk about that because
who the fuck don't care?
Because I
I'm
can't have
curious.
people coming after me.
Yo, fuck no.
Scorpio and Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
And Sagittarius, and I think for me, it's just.
I just don't know what these means, and to be honest.
It's.
I don't care.
I was just hurt. I was just hurt by Sagittarius. I'm not even gonna lie. So I
let go of that 5th grade pain.
She said it wasn't 5th, it was 8th.
Right, basically. No, it was last week. But that's just me, I guess, like, fucking around. And I think a lot of times people allow that to taint, and even for me in my situation, to taint you getting to know somebody on a certain level.
You feel me, right?
Yeah, and to me, like, I sometimes have to take a step back from it, and it's just like, okay, like, that person is X, Y, and Z. What the fuck does it matter? Because at the end of the day, this is stopping me from something that could actually be so meaningful to me. Whether it be, platonic, romantic, whatever the case may be, like, I'm allowing this to cloud my judgment of that person. And not every
And you're trying to use it to validate it, too.
Exactly. Not every person in a particular group is the same.
Of course.
And so that's when I have to remove myself from that situation. Like I said, it's very interesting. I'm a Pisces. And people say, we emotional as fuck, which I have been at some point in my life.
But that could be due to a whole bunch of other factors, though. You feel me?
Exactly. Yeah. But when I tell people, like, I'm a Pisces, like, oh, I don't know, you this, that. No,
it's like, why are you making all these assumptions? You feel me, right?
You don't know me, nigga.
Yeah. Side note, what are you? What's your sign? Hey, gang.
Are you Gemini?
Yes. May 21st. Hey, I started that shit.
I'm a June Gemini.
You're a June. You're the quote unquote extreme Geminis.
Yeah. We are though. We're very solid.
I thought she was the first like Gemini.
No, bro. I'm sure.
I feel like Pisces, like Geminis and Pisces don't always know the best, but I feel like we're drawn to a certain degree too.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are Pisces.
Really?
Yeah.
I only had one Pisces. I already told you that wasn't a good
situation. That was you who said that.
I got
like a good situation.
I got like 7 friends, and like 4 of them are Pisces.
Really?
Look, I told her, she asked me, I was like, I'm a Pisces. She said,
I'm not gonna hold you, but okay.
I'm just gonna watch you very closely.
I'm just gonna watch you, but no, like I feel like my thing about zodiacs, and I feel all of what y'all are saying because I'm just now getting to the point where I'm understanding it more and I'm learning more about it.
Plus, people hate us.
Most people hate us. Most people got so much.
Bro, type in Gemini on Twitter. Ain't nothing but hate.
Ain't nothing but hate.
They
You
like, fuck
two-faced.
y'all.
You a two-faced ass
ugly
bitch. Like hard.
Yo, they fucking hate us, bro.
That's crazy
Hard.
because I don't ever hear much about Geminis. I've just started to hear stuff about Libras. The most signs that I hear shit about is a Scorpio, is a fucking...
You always just talk about they freaky.
That's all they really talk about.
But they ain't shit though. That's the thing.
No, they're
like, not.
They be like, Scorpios are freaky. It's like, bro, I do hella freaky shit.
Yeah, Gemini's actually very freaky.
Yeah, I'm down with the shit.
We be down with this shit.
I don't give a fuck how freaky a Scorpio is because they ain't motherfucking shit. They will be freaky to you and then leave your ass the motherfucking next day and never talk to you again. Like,
I'm dead. Which is funny because Scorpios are water signs and water signs are typically supposed to be more emotional. But people say that about Pisces though, that they are sometimes are emotional, but they will also up and leave.
For real, that's a thing.
And y'all sex are trash.
Maybe I'm being.
What'd you say?
Y'all sex trash.
I don't know who.
I'm gonna vouch for you, baby, because my Pisces sex was bomb as hell.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I don't give a fuck about no zodiac sign when I'm in that shit.
You talking about Scorpios?
I just wanted to start some shit.
My Pisces, honey, my Pisces sex was bomb, but nigga was shit as hell. Like, should have left a long time ago. But
well, you know how we like that toxic shit low key.
Yeah, like we do a little
taste,
like,
little taste of it.
Little taste, like
fight me, and then stop touching me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Back and forth. Like, give me a variety.
Yeah, give me some space. I don't like that stagnant shit at all.
Yeah, no, I need space. You need to mix it. But yeah, no, I feel like the thing about zodiacs for me is now that I'm learning more about it, and I'm being taught more about it, it's not just about your sun sign. So that's the thing that's been the most beneficial.
The sun, rising, moon, and all that.
But there's so many more, and so like there's sun, there's moon, there's rising, and so it plays a part. And so like I know other Geminis that I am nothing alike, or we have certain similarities, but in a lot of other areas we're different. And a lot of times it's because what my moon is, what their moon is, what my rising is, what their rising is very. It demonstrates kind of the differences, and it just. I like to think of it as everything in the world is energy. Everything in the universe is energy. And we have planets and stars, and they move. Just like the planets move the tides, just like they move, the moon changes, just like there are different phases in all aspects. We're affected. We're energy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So everything is energy. So it's just to the point of energy is affected. Energy affects energy.
Oh, yeah.
Planetary
I believe that.
movement affects.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I do have a question. Yes. Because you stated that there's like sun, moon, sun rising, moon rising, all of that stuff like that. Would it be safe to say that each person has several things in them, in a sense? So if that's the case, then why is it that we're so drawn to
the sun?
Not the sun, but
We're black.
That too.
you know, why is it that we're so drawn to? Oh, this is your sign, so you fit in this box.
I think
This
it's
is who you are.
That's I mean the sun
Yeah.
sign, because that's typically what people say. So when I
Yeah.
say I'm a Gemini, or you say you're a Pisces, that's your sun sign. And so typically, it's just the one that was always talked about when it was more woo-woo in like the 80s and the 90s. It was like, oh, what's your sign? Like, it was, people just focused on the sun sign, which is based on, you know, the day that you were born within a certain time frame or whatever the case. And so that's just kind of what it was. The other ones kind of vary more so based on like timing and on location and on different aspects. There's different
What time
things
were you
that,
born? Bro, what the fuck? Let me go call
Have you
my
had
mom
somebody-
again.
you-
Let me
you
go
haven't
call
asked me
my
that?
mom. Mom, what time was I born? Like,
Right.
God damn it.
Yo, yeah, like it gets very deep, it gets very complex. Where were you born? Like what time were you born?
Yeah.
All these different kind of things, they play parts. And so it's like the sun is just the most obvious. That's
It's
one
easy.
it's the easiest.
Yeah.
And it is, you know, how you present, kind of like if you think about the sun is out during the day, is how it presents, is how you present. You know, the moon is typically more so hidden. Rising is typically like how you present, but not like truly who you are in a certain sense. So it can kind of fade as you get older. Like, I am by no means like a expert in any of this, but I have been taught a lot. So yeah, my current partner is very into astrology, so I'm learning.
You learning from it?
I'm learning, yeah.
I just don't like it when they try to use it as a validation for the reason you do things. Like
But sometimes it is though.
No,
like
I
it
don't-
makes it a lot of difference.
I mean, okay, I do think sometimes you can use zodiac as a default, but a lot of people go through so much shit, it's
Yeah.
no longer their default. So a lot of other factors like, oh yeah, you just don't want to
Like
hang
how
out.
you were raised.
Yeah, like you don't want to hang out because you're a Gemini. What the fuck? I don't hang out because I didn't go to sleep till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right,
I'm drunk as fuck today.
Yeah,
Like, you
no,
feel me?
there is, and I feel that
Yeah.
because people are extreme. We don't know how to take things in stride and just, okay, if it works, it works. If it don't, it
Yeah.
don't. We try to like force it. That's like when we was in high school and people was like, oh, you ain't text me back because you light skinned. Like, I'm just,
Right, like
I don't text you back because I don't
Facts,
like
like,
you.
yeah.
I have no interest in you actually. That's
I just
Right.
don't give a fuck.
Y'all don't know how many times I've been hit with that shit. Oh, girl,
Girl.
light skin.
of
Right.
course. Everyone at this table is light skinned. We know, baby.
Like,
We got all shades right here, like right here.
I just never understood that shit.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
my skin told me so I don't text you back. No, I just don't like you.
I just
Like,
don't fuck with you. Because you say
Right.
shit like that.
And
Like,
Why you say shit like that?
and I pay my shit. Why do I have to waste time on you?
Right, but it's like, and you know, like everything has a root. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? There's history to it. It's understood, but it's just like at a point, like we said, we had to take things in stride. We have to know when to release things, when to, like understand things as whole pictures. We tend to, as people, to pick one puzzle piece, and that's where we
And
focus.
forcing everything else.
And forcing everything
It's like,
in
you
that
gonna
whole.
motherfucking fit.
You gonna motherfucking fit, rather than just looking at the whole thing. And like there are different aspects and there are different things to look at. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even psychology says that. Like, you have to, like, nature versus nurture. Like, sometimes you're born with it, sometimes you're taught that shit.
Right.
Like, even with, like, I know from psychology, like, the only fear you're born with in your entire life is falling. That's it. Everything else is taught.
It's taught, right?
It's taught. And that's why I'm like, zodiac signs, that's what I'm like, yes, you can pick and choose. But, like, a lot of it's really fucking broad. Sometimes they're like,
Some of
you're going
it.
to have a great day today because you're a Pisces. Like,
What?
oh, what the fuck?
But you gotta get a little bit more in
Yeah,
depth.
it's like-
Like typically
yeah.
the like Gemini horoscopes, typically that's not gonna work for you.
we hate
If
us.
you have one exactly.
Yeah.
If you have one that's like more so looking at the whole depth,
Yeah, you
they
feel
tend
me?
to be more accurate. I will say
Yeah.
that. But because it all plays a part, and I am a very big believer in fate and that, you know, kind of I feel like everything is already decided before we're born, and so I feel like a lot of our experiences that we go through have already been kind of orchestrated based on the lessons that we need. You know what I'm saying? And so zodiacs can just kind of be more so confirmation of that. Of this is what your journey looks like. This is what your plight looks like. This is where whatever. So it's just an aspect. Like, of course, there's so many different aspects. Certain not religions, but certain cultures have different zodiacs. So like in like Vedic culture, which is like Indian, your zodiacs are completely different. They look at it in a completely. I don't even get into that shit. That's just confusing. So like they look at it.
Explain that shit,
Exactly,
yeah.
they look at it completely different. Now people are starting to say that the zodiacs need to be changed because our years were changed. Like there's so many different perspectives.
Yeah, they
so,
can't make us a Taurus.
Exactly. I was like, I will never in my motherfucking life be that. But yeah, so it just varies. Like it just, you gotta take what serves you, leave what doesn't. I'm very
true.
big about that. So,
He's like, yeah, this is nonsense. I'm good. Like,
yeah,
I'm not
if
gonna
it
pick
doesn't
that.
fit, it doesn't fit. Like,
But see, that's why sometimes, like, I think a lot of it is very subjective, you know, when it comes to like zodiacs and stuff like that. Because if it's able to be changed, if it was brought on by society, because we didn't come into this world and that's just like an innate thing that we know. We had to teach ourselves zodiacs. We had to learn that. We had to research it and everything. And so I personally think stuff like that, because it's so subjective to change, how much can we actually trust it?
Can depend on it.
You
And
know
to
what
a
I'm
certain
saying?
degree, yeah, because if you're at a point where people are changing it and altering it.
It's like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, research for
And
nothing?
exactly, yeah. It definitely can. So you do have to, I guess, heed for a human error in there somewhere. A lot. And but to me it's also kind of it's also the kind of aspect of just like, I do believe in our ancestors knowing things and receiving information and whatever the case. So just like you have the Bible, just like you have the Quran, just like you have Buddhist culture, just like you have all these different aspects based on what our ancestors felt like they received from a higher power. So I feel like zodiac can, in a certain sense, be seen as a religion sometimes. Not a religion, but just like
spirituality.
Yeah, a spirituality or
Yeah.
just a kind of like doctrine to go by or to understand or to read, because there's so much depth to it that people really don't get into. And so it's just kind of that aspect of like, our ancestors watched the stars. They looked at the stars. They looked at the way the planets
To
moved.
survive.
To survive.
Yeah, so they
And
know that shit.
Exactly, and they dictate a lot of things, and so they received information and they went with their intuition, and you know, that's where we get a lot of the things that we have. That's why we have fucking electricity. That's why we have fucking buildings. Like, I look at buildings all the time, like, who the fuck got this shit all the way up here?
For real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, because people move off of intuition, move off of, I think this is gonna work. I'm sure before there were any buildings, motherfuckers would have been like, how the fuck you think that's gonna get up there? I don't know what you smoking, but we gonna let you handle that by yourself.
It's like, good luck on that.
Exactly, you know? So it's just kind of thing of like, a lot of things in this, everything in this life is moved off of intuition. So it's just kind of like, wherever intuition flows, and it ended up flowing into zodiac. So it does have some depth and some relevance to me, and I find a lot of relevance in it in my life. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of like, and that also goes back to like surrendering. I know a lot of people don't want to cop to it because they don't like what it says.
Yeah.
But typically, there are specific signs that typically don't like to cop to their shit.
Please state them in the mic real quick.
Aquarius.
I actually dated Aquarius. Yeah.
Because Aquarius and Geminis tend to match, but that is the thing about Aquarius is that.
But y'all did it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Exactly.
Rare case scenario.
Rare case scenario. We tend to be drawn to Aquarius. It tends to not work out because there are a lot of differences. But I have seen that in my own understanding. I dated an Aquarius. My mom's birthday's the day before mine. My mom dated an Aquarius. We had very similar situations.
I'm also a Gemini too.
So really?
Yeah.
My mom's a Pisces. Oh my god!
Out here with
I believe.
I believe.
So crazy.
The power.
The power of the stars.
Is that you, guys?
Is that you
No,
guys?
facts. No, but like, okay, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been more resistant to talk to somebody because y'all weren't compatible zodiac signs?
Hell, well.
I was gonna say, you already vouched for it, though.
Yeah,
You already vouched for it. I don't think that I have. I think I didn't know enough about it to really come from that angle.
Oh yeah, you did say your current partner is the one that taught you now.
Is the one that is very
It's
much like,
teaching you now.
it's teaching me a lot about it now. So yeah, I didn't know enough. I knew of it, and I felt like I very much fit a Gemini, but I didn't know really anything about risings and moons and Venus and all that until this year. So I don't feel like it was ever something that I really paid too much attention to. I dated a fucking Capricorn, which I had no business doing.
Same.
Really?
I dated a Capricorn
Really?
too.
Wait, did that not work out?
No.
We're
I
Geminis,
love
though.
Capricorns.
We're water signs.
I just thought they
Water
were all
and-
like.
Water and earth tend to go well together.
For me,
air and
yeah.
fire go better together.
See, for me, it's like it's kind of like for me. I'm very free. I'm chill with whatever. You know me. Like I'm flowing. I don't give a fuck. Right. Issue is, it's like I still like a sense of like a little bit of stability. Like I need to know what direction I'm going to. The girl I was dating who was a Capricorn did not give a fuck about anything. She won her entire life, and it's like, bro. how we gonna eat?
Which is so funny because Capricorns are Earth, and so they tend to be more stable.
No,
so
she was
see,
all
that's
over
what's
the place.
interesting
Yeah.
because it's like her rising may have
nigga.
been more air or may have been more something.
But no, for me, like, one of the signs that I stated, and I hadn't
We know you don't like Scorpios, okay?
no, and I hadn't like really looked into it up until like recently, but I have a really close member of my family who's a Scorpio, and I've always known that she was a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
I love her to pieces, but I was just like, damn, I really could never be with nobody like her. And I know that sounds weird to say because that's a relative, but
Right.
you know
No, but you look at certain people and you like, I don't like your
It's like,
personality.
yeah,
You
it's
want to
like,
ever
You're
match
cool to
it.
be, you're cool to chill with, but I'm not ever gonna date you.
yes,
Like,
and shit, maybe not even that. But then, like, even after that, there have been people that I met that were Scorpios, and I'm just like, yo, like, hell fucking no. So I had a crush on this girl for like the fucking longest, and then we finally started talking, and when I found out she was a Scorpio, I was extremely hesitant. And I'm like, but you know what? I'm single. I don't want anything serious. So fuck it. She ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Right.
And,
And then she did.
Yeah. You got hurt.
And then she did.
I
That's
did.
so funny.
And I'm just like, we didn't even get to anything in a sense to where my feelings could have been hurt. But you just stopped fucking talking to me out of nowhere. And I'm just like,
Well,
baby,
I've
what did
learned-
I do?
But I've learned, not because you're a Pisces, you're the type of person that needs answers. That's
Oh,
just
hell
you.
yeah.
That's just you.
Communication.
You're
That's my biggest
very
thing.
big on communication,
Hell
and also
yeah.
you're
Tell
very
my ass.
you're very heavy on it more than normal people. Like a lot of people
I
build
wonder
into
what
that.
your Mercury is because Mercury is typically dictates communication.
Yeah,
Oh, I
she's
have
like
Mercury.
you're very big. Like even when
It's
we
probably
had
air.
even when
Something that's-
Blank didn't show up for the
Yo!
you was like, you blew that
I
man's
was-
phone up. You're
I
like,
was
you're gonna
fucking
give me a
pissed.
fucking answer right now. I don't
Yo,
give
you
a
should've
fuck
saw
what you
that
got
shit.
going
I was
on.
Pissed. Yo, I was so pissed. And
Yeah.
I'm extremely big on communication. Like if you got a change of heart, if you feeling some type of way, let my ass know and I will back off. Because
Yeah.
with communication,
It comes to
I'm
understanding
always,
too, yeah.
Yes, because I'm always like, okay, I'm not gonna say all in, but I'm halfway in. And that piece of halfway that I'm in, I'm going fucking hard. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's nothing serious in a sense, even if we just kicking it, I'm still here for you. I'm still down
Right.
as fuck at the end of the day.
Right.
But communicate to my ass. If you're not feeling that, let me know so I can back off and stop wasting my time.
Mhm.
Right.
There's two things I don't fucking play with. I will cut your ass off in a heartbeat. Don't mess with my money. Don't mess with my time.
I mess
Right.
with your time and money all the time.
But not. Shut up. But it's just I am extremely big on communication.
Right.
Like you can ask anybody that's close to me.
Really?
Let my ass know. Even if you gonna be, I don't fucking know. Just let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
Like that shit really like.
Yeah. And I feel that though, because I'm like that too. Like, I'm always the person that's like, what are you thinking? What's going on in your head?
God.
Especially because I'm a very big, I read
Oh,
energy
God.
so well. I'm an empath. I read energy very, very well. And so I can feel when energy shifts. I can look at people's face and tell that you're thinking something that is relevant to this space right now.
So
And
you-
I need you to tell me. Because if you
Yeah.
don't tell me, I'm going to be upset.
So you're
Yeah.
booed up and you're the type of person that's booed up and like, so why me? That's what
No,
it is.
that's me.
Why me?
Yeah, it'll be like,
God
why me? Or
damn
it'll
it,
be
bro.
like, just like, whatever. If I see a change in energy, like, you can ask my girl now. If I see a change in energy, I literally will be like, what's wrong with you?
No, but I do
What
that
you
too.
thinking?
I got like, yo, you need to speak now.
You need to speak because I see that there's something wrong with you, and I'm gonna be mad if it comes up later.
Yeah.
And you could have fucking told me, and I asked you.
No,
and
fact,
you
I get
didn't
mad
wanna-
about that shit too.
If I ask you something and you don't want to tell me now, but then you want to tell me later,
And
no.
I'll be cool. I'll be cool with like, oh, I don't want to talk about it right now. You know, it's like, bro, just tell me. So
exactly. Just tell me you don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it. That's
So
okay.
I'm not going
But for
crazy.
you not to
Yeah.
say, don't tell
Yeah.
me that. Don't make me feel like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Don't make me feel like I'm crazy. I feel like whatever your Mercury is air because my Mercury is Gemini too. And that's
I don't
my
even know my
communication is just very a big thing to like airs are very thoughtful, very like intellectual, very like in our heads. And so it's
that's
just
why we
like
have anxiety.
Yep.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but I'm so fucking ashy right now. This shit is bad.
Girl.
No, because I just wiped the ash off. This shit is, okay, let me stop. Okay, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
ashy
I'm
ass
dead.
motherfucker.
I
Can't go
just
back.
wanted to tell you.
We can't go back.
We can't go back. It's
Yeah.
okay. That part is done. We can talk
Yeah,
about
we
your
can talk about your
ass.
ashy.
We
Yeah.
can talk about your ass now.
So,
Yo,
did
but
you
I
not
can't-
lotion today, or
I sure didn't, baby.
what
I
you
was
lotion with normally
rushing.
though? What you normally lotion with?
Sometimes I use coconut oil.
You gotta use that shea butter, baby.
But I also use it's the stuff called CeraVe. That shit is the bomb.com. But it can be really expensive though.
I mean, I'm a guy, so what we get is a bottle and it says lotion. Lotion
they
black.
Get soap. They get soap and they get lotion.
Yo.
That's
Bro, you know how
okay.
much I hate that shit? They be like 3-in-1. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to wash my hair, my face, and my body with the same
And with the
soap.
same
You're not
thing.
supposed to.
Bro, they be doing guys dirty like that. Or they be
But
like,
some niggas like
But they
like that shit. They're like,
they like that. I got one bottle.
Fucking
That one
hate
bottle,
that.
everything. That bottle healed
That's all
everything.
I
fucking
need.
hate
you
that.
walk into a nigga shower, there's only one thing in there.
bro, no,
You walk
you've
into
been in
a
my
natural woman's shower.
No, fact, but you've been in my. I got hella hair
Look
products.
like
I
you
got hella
walked into a
shit.
store.
Because I can't stand that
That's
shit,
so
like,
funny.
bro.
But
Cause
I
light
love
skin.
simplicity.
I mean, I like simplicity.
See, my light skin ass, there are days we do not go with lotion.
No facts, so yeah.
Who gonna tell?
I
Who gonna check me?
I ain't
gonna
put
check
no
me?
lotion
Who
on
gonna
today.
Who gonna see? I don't.
It don't
But see,
show
no,
up.
I don't see
But no, that's
nothing.
another
Nothing.
thing. That's another thing. I can't stand when I say, "Oh, I'm ashy," and niggas be like, "Oh, light skins don't get ashy."
No, we
Oh,
get
I get
ashy.
ashy. You might not see
See
it,
Yeah.
but I get ashy.
I can see
I
it.
can feel
I can
it.
feel it. It's
Yes,
dry.
and that's all that matters. Yes.
I can feel it. It's a dry.
It's like rub it in real quick.
Right?
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, I feel that, bro. I hate that shit. I hate.
Yeah.
That's
See,
some real
that's so
light skin
funny.
problems
I
right
love,
there.
like, I love minimalism though. Like I love locking my hair. Literally, it's so funny because I just went through all of the stuff in my bathroom last night. I let my little sister take half of my stuff because
Damn,
she's
you
so
should
natural.
hit me up.
Girl, she went right in through my shit. If it's anything left, you can have it. But it was like
Ain't
I
shit
went through
left.
all of my
I
shit
keep
and
my
I was just
hair
like,
bag on me.
I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. Literally, the only thing that's left is like the fucking apple cider vinegar and the clay I use for my face mask.
Do you
Some
use Aztec
fucking-
clay?
Yes, I do.
I need to get
And
one.
I got like 6. He said, "What's that?"
Yeah.
And I
I was like,
they don't know you're talking about.
No, but I heard that shit was the holy grail for
Yeah,
face, hair.
It is
everything.
for my natural hair. It
why
would
the
like
fuck are y'all not
define-
putting me on? Like,
It would. I mean, if you want to use it for your skin, for everything, like it's literally just clay. And I got the containers. The containers usually be like $8. I
But
got
you
them
can
on
only get them
sale.
online, right?
I got the ones I got on sale. I got from Vitamin Shop, and they were like $4 a container. So I bought like 10.
At the vitamin shop, do you not know how fucking expensive they are?
Exactly, but they had a sale. I saw the sale. I went.
Just, all right.
All right, exactly. I took the whole shelf. I was like, I'm gonna go now.
Right.
But yeah, that is like super, super great. When I had natural hair, now I don't put it in my hair because I don't want it to get caught up in my locks.
Yeah.
But I still use it for my skin or whatever. But I love the simplicity of like I use one soap to wash my locks. I use one oil. I use one spray. I use that every now and again. We don't.
But I mean, I have my bathrooms like that. I just don't like the fact that we get everything
get
lumped,
everything
lumped
in
into
one.
one. It's like, bro, no, it's
I
not.
understand.
Like, why is my soap
And then
burning
y'all
my
shit
entire
be-
face?
Exactly.
And then,
And then y'all, it's not like it be healthy shit either.
It's not,
It be like sulfate ridden, like
bro,
very
it be
like
straight up acid.
toxic.
Like, yo, I'm like, bro, give me some Dove,
No,
bro.
you need to hit up my sister and my mom. Like, they make, like...
Well, your mom's supposed to take me on this motorcycle ride. She still owe me
You
this
said
shit.
that
Is your
Mommy,
mom
did you
ride
hear him? He said that every episode.
Yeah, her mom got a motorcycle and she still hasn't taken me this ride.
That's
I'm
so
taking
dope.
my ass to Florida real quick.
Yo,
That's so
oh my
dope.
gosh, yeah.
That's so
So her and
dope.
my dad, they gonna be riding together.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
She got the
She said
hog.
that, like every episode.
Bro, because she owe me.
Motorcycles scare me, honey.
That's so funny.
They scare me, honey.
Yeah, it's a little nerve wracking,
Yeah.
especially when they drive on the interstate.
Yeah.
but-
It's
Oh, I ain't with that. She can stay
God
in
is
the
with
neighborhood.
them. Right?
Yeah.
In the neighborhood.
Don't take me out no fucking
Don't
interstate.
take that stuff. Don't take
Just
that
do a
too
lap.
far.
Just do a lap, bruh.
Right, just a lap. And I'm
How your mom used to tell you, don't go far. I
No,
need to
facts.
see you.
Right.
Come back. Be back in 10 minutes.
You
I
on
need to
the
be able to see
driveway.
you. Yeah.
Yes,
Don't go too far.
better be back when the street lights come on.
Exactly. Don't go too far.
Yeah, Georgia don't got street lights like that though.
Do they not?
Nah, not in like, I don't know.
Really?
I think it's
I've
like
never
I
ruled
think it's
for
like in
me,
a
so I
close
don't know.
area, but like when you go far out, it's like
Yeah.
straight dark alleys, bruh.
But I think because like it's a lot of city, like it's already lit up as is.
No, but like even if you
Talking
branch
about,
out
like, in the
further,
suburb
yeah,
areas.
if you branch out further, it's not a lot of street lights, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably think street lights ghetto. Once it's dark outside, y'all need to take your ass home. Go.
No, facts. They're like, get your ass inside.
Because when I lived in Detroit, there was literally street lights everywhere because they had to, because motherfuckers was out there shooting shit. You get what I'm saying?
You dodging
No,
bullets?
but for real.
Oh yeah, you did say you're from Detroit, right?
Hell yeah. Yo,
Detroit, Michigan.
Michigan.
Head ass.
That ain't nothing to play with, honey.
Brick ass shit. I'm dead.
It's cold.
Yeah, you about to say it's not
Let
that
me
bad.
not even lie.
Shut your
Let
ass
me
up.
not
even do that.
But cold is cold regardless.
Yeah, cold is
Like,
cold. It don't hurt.
Even
I mean,
when
like
I'm
the way
here,
it hurts.
like, in the winter, I be cold as shit, and people like, "Oh, you from up north?"
No.
Nigga,
Cold
cold
is
is
cold.
cold.
Cold is
That's
cold.
bad.
When your fingers hurt to move a little bit.
If my nipples get hard when I step outside, cold is cold.
Cold is cold.
Like,
nah, facts. It's like,
cold.
no.
Yeah, when I was in
Nipples be
Maryland,
fucking
when I was
rough.
in New York, yeah, cold is cold.
Would you rather be hot or
Hot.
cold?
Hot
Hot.
all day, every day, baby.
All day, every day?
All day, every
Facts.
day. I would
Help me
rather
lose
be
some
hot.
weight too, you know
I
what I'm saying?
I could strip. I can't. There's only so many clothes I could put on.
No,
my
facts.
hands still hurt.
That's what I'm saying,
My face
bro.
still cold. It's burning.
Bro, when I was
Yes.
when I was when I was in high school, bruh, I remember waiting for the bus and it'd be brick as shit. My face was gone. Like it was just frozen.
Shit is numb.
No, it's just like, bro, I don't feel shit.
Yeah, it's
But
numb. My nose is red.
But now that I think about it, honestly, I really feel like I would rather. Jesus, please, just yes. I
down
would
with
rather freeze than burn.
Why you whispering the for those that
We don't
didn't hear,
wanna
he said freeze to death and burn to death.
We don't want to talk about it. We're not gonna speak that in, but
Right, Jesus cover us all.
Jesus cover us. No, I feel that
Cause
though.
you numb. After a while with cold, you get numb. When you
No,
burn,
but
like,
I didn't ask that.
That is not the extremes we were going to. I feel that, but also like when I used to bartend and I would have to go to the beer cooler, like that was always a fear of mine, like getting stuck in the freezer, locked in the freezer, and dying like that because I know it's coming. Either way, I know it's coming. So I feel like with burning, it would be quicker. Maybe
girl, if you in the furnace though.
all of it's bad, okay? All
All
of it's bad.
No,
Jesus, just take my soul before
No,
it's
let me
even
tell
time.
y'all.
Just
Let me tell y'all. So like so I do pastry chef outside of this. I'm a pastry chef outside of this, and we have a walk-in at my job. And the very first time I went into this walk-in. There's like a sign that says if you happen to get locked, turn the knob and then open the door. That's all it said. It says open the door. It doesn't say push, pull, none of that. So I'm in there, and the door closes.
Oh,
And I'm looking
fuck
around
no.
like, mind you, I'm claustrophobic as fuck. My anxiety be on 10, all of the above. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And you know when your hormones or whatever is just like, not hormones, that's not what I mean.
I understand what you
But
mean.
yes, it's just like.
Pisces always thinking about sex.
Facts though.
It is.
Facts
But
though.
no, it's like your adrenaline starts pumping and you get very anxious. It's like you don't know your right from your left. So I could barely read the sign at this point. I couldn't get shit together, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, well,
This is how I
calm
die.
down, breathe.
This is how I go.
This is how I've had so many moments like that.
Dear
No,
Lord,
God.
here I come.
And I got so nervous, and I'm sitting there like turning, and I'm pulling the door, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like freaking out. It was a push door. The shit wasn't locked, but I thought it was.
Yeah.
But I was in there for like a smooth ass like 3-5 seconds. The bitch felt like I was panicking for a fucking hour. I said, this shit is dead as fuck.
So somebody came up and was like, hey, bro, you know it's open, right?
I finally know it. I'm sitting there doing like this to the door because I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. And then it finally opened, but that shit was, bro.
Nah, but
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
if we're gonna say it, I'd rather freeze because it's like you just become desensitized. Everything's
Yeah.
like burning is like pain everywhere.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And I don't like pain. I really don't.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know-
I can grasp that at a point. I just, like I said, I would just be like, Lord, we already know what's about to happen. Can you please just take me? Just
Yeah,
move
like,
me
yo.
down.
But this is
Make
but
it
I think-
simple.
Just make it simple. I'm going to just come.
For me, the biggest difference is with burning. Yes, you can burn alive, but a lot of it is your breathing. The smoke gets in your lungs. You can't breathe anymore.
Yeah, you burn
So
from inside
technically-
and outside.
Yeah, so technically you're dying from no oxygen. Whereas like when you, and that's one of my biggest fears outside of vomit. But
Oh, girl. God bless her soul.
But no, but with freezing, you're still breathing. You're just freezing.
You're just slowly like everything's shutting down.
Yeah, and shit. Like
I don't know. I just think about the Titanic. That didn't look very pleasant.
I
Dude,
think,
you just gotta. What you gotta do is when you feel like, oh, I'm about to die freezing, just go to sleep.
I think
Just
about
go sleep.
I think about boy in the striped pajamas, and like even though you didn't see it, like that shit was like
all of it's bad. How about we just say it's all bad? I don't even know how we got on this topic. It's all bad.
We went from zodiac. We went from discovering yourself, zodiacs, to how we gonna die.
How we gonna die? Not just how we gonna die to dying, burning or freezing.
Yeah, we went
two of the ways that nobody wants. I would rather just go to bed.
But no, when I think about drowning though, that shit is.
Are you okay?
I'm about to say it's always bad.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm good, but.
You ever been waterboarded?
No, nigga, the fuck. Have you?
Yeah, I did it just to see if it was real. It's terrifying as fuck.
All right.
So wait, what is waterboarding?
Waterboarding is basically when they put you on your back, right? They put you on your back and they put a towel over your face, right? And they pour water
over it.
and it stimulates you drowning. Like your body thinks you're drowning automatically. I was like,
see, I've almost drowned twice in my life. So all of yes.
Damn.
She did say Jesus. She said she did come to death.
She said, "Hey."
So
man.
I'm very much just like, Lord, just take me now.
So next time, can you give a message to God for me real quick?
Yo, literally, like when I was probably, I think maybe like 5, these boys, I was on vacation with my grandma, and these boys thought it would be funny to like to grab my feet and like hold me underwater and make
what
me
the
think,
fuck?
Right, mind you, I didn't know these children. We were at a hotel. I did not know these children. Right.
Yo, where were their parents?
Right, where were your parents? I may have been 5. They were a few years older than me. They were bigger than me, and I was like a small kid. But yeah, I was swimming, whatever. And then like they had like grabbed me and like thought it would be funny to like hold me, and like I couldn't get up, and I was just like panicking or whatever. And mind you, I can swim. Like I've been swimming since I was 3. I used to compete.
But not when they hold your feet.
Thank you. And so I just started panicking, and so that's always a thing. And I don't remember. I think my mom was like in the room and my grandma was with me, but I don't think she saw me at that moment. So I think I just came out the pool crying and screaming once they finally let me go.
That is attempted murder.
Literally attempted murder by like 8-year-olds. So that time, and then I went water skiing one time with my friend, and this was like the second or third time that I had. I knew you was gonna say something. This was like the second or third time. Shut up.
Messed up the story.
I'm talking about me dying.
And she's like, turd. Get out.
Leave.
This shit is funny.
I'm dead. Woo. But yeah, I had been. Shut up. I had been water skiing before, but. Let me finish this damn sentence.
Could we get past water skiing, right?
I'm not even gonna say the word. Y'all know what I did.
Yeah.
I had been before, and so I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't scared. There had been no mishaps or anything.
Yeah, you pro.
And it was like cool. Like I had done it. It was super fun. Like it was great. This time, for some reason, when the boat started moving, I could not get up on the skis. So the boat is basically just dragging me through the water, and I don't know if they can see me and know if and luckily they ended up stopping, but when I got out I was coughing up water like at first because they couldn't see me.
They almost dragged the body around.
Literally, because I was stuck to the skis or whatever, and so they were like holding me down, and I was just trying to like gasp for air, but they were like literally dragging me because it's like you have to like lean and then stand up.
Yeah. And
for some reason, I think one of the boards flipped or something, but I could not get up. Like my best friend, if you're watching this, you remember the day I almost died. Like, I was with her family. I was in South Carolina somewhere. My mama wasn't even being able to see me my last couple of seconds alive, cause that shit was scary as fuck. Like I was so scared. Like so, and I mean it's not like traumatizing because I love water. Like I said, I've been swimming.
I mean, it can't be traumatizing if you almost died like 12 times. I mean, you're used to it
now. At this point, but yeah. So all of it's unpleasant. Like,
she's like, from somebody that almost died multiple times.
None of it's pleasant. Like it's very scary because you're just like, I don't know if you see me. I don't know when this is gonna end.
Going to be alive.
It's like 10 out of 10 would not recommend it.
God, please. Like it's always like, God, please. You see me. You fear me. Like just help us out. But
that shit is terrifying.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah. You sound like my uncle. I usually has a lot of near-death experiences like that too. He's literally he got electrocuted.
I got electrocuted.
He almost got bombed. Fell down a mountain. No. Like he's done like death.
I feel like I haven't had that.
And he's drowned. Yeah, like he's had a lot.
I don't even consider mine near death. I'm just like, oh, you remember when this happened? Like,
yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah, I've been drugged before. That was near death. Like, and whenever I tell people, they're always just like
roofied.
Yeah.
What the
She said,
fuck?
yeah.
Yeah, she said,
No, she said, yeah.
No, bro.
I survived.
I'm alive. No, I'm so dead. Yeah, like, but whenever it's always funny because whenever I tell people that story, they're always just like, "Why are you so calm about this?" And I'm just like, "I'm here. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's okay. Like, but at the time, did not know how that was gonna go.
That's so fucking
Near death.
Near death.
And I was in Thailand. I was in another country.
Oh.
I didn't know if I was gonna make it home.
Who was it?
Who that did it? I don't know. Luckily, I was with a group of my friends, and we happened to be at a bar. I was the only one that got hit or whatever, but like I just remember the slow decline of like I don't know what's going on. At first, it was initially traumatizing. So there was a video of me saying in one of the videos that was like I looked slumped, and I was just like I've never been this drunk before. I had only had 2 drinks.
You like, I ain't this week.
Yeah, I was like I've never
We're
been
not
this drunk
Lauren.
before. Right? I'm like,
You, nigga.
I'm like I don't know. But yeah, they like.
Did you get sick?
I did. I got very sick.
You were
So
doing that?
yeah, so literally the next, luckily whatever amount, and it's funny because that same strip, it's not funny, but the day before. The day before, we had seen 2 other people slump. One girl was like sick. She looked faded.
Oh,
she
this
was
is
throwing
You
up.
saw her
a common
throwing
thing.
up?
Yeah, this is
Yo,
a very common thing because
what
sex
the-
trafficking is very big over there.
Really?
And then there was one nigga that was blacked. He was completely blacked out, and we were just like, maybe he's really drunk. It looked like his friends were trying to, but they were trying to like drag him.
They
to
were
a
taking
car.
everybody.
They were trying. It was a
They were
nigga.
taking
Like,
it's
they
like,
was-
You get a roofie. You get a roofie.
yeah, but luckily
this
it
is
seemed
how
like.
when I go to Thailand, I'll be holding my drink like this. I'm like, and we're gonna be walking
And
around.
I'm not even gonna, but that's what's funny. The bartender did it. Cause the people over there, I did research.
Oh, he
since I
getting
came
paid
home.
underneath the table.
Yeah, people will pay bartenders to drug people over there. So it's just like I am just very big about like now, and I don't really drink anymore anyway. But now that like when I international travel, I do not drink. Like I'm good off it.
I'll bring
Like,
my own damn bottle.
Yeah, I'll bring my own bottle.
Mexico.
Oh, I'm bringing my own
Mexico,
bottle.
that's it.
I'm bringing my
I'm bringing
own.
my own
That's
bottle.
it.
I don't
We
trust
drinking
it.
at the crib.
Yeah.
At the crib, and then we
It's
go.
gonna be a tourist spot at the hotel.
Yes, bro. Like tourist spots.
I ain't trying to
especially.
die. This ain't no DR.
Yeah.
But you know they be fucking people up in other countries too.
Yeah.
Like they try to encourage people not to leave the United States.
Okay, Donald.
No, we're not gonna say you can't go anywhere, but yeah, you do have to be careful. Like it is definitely something like I am a very big proponent of like, cause I have one friend, she'll go anywhere and everywhere. She be out, she be drinking, she be by herself. I be like, girl, please. She does couch surfing. Like I be like, baby girl, I don't know how she done made it
Her
this
faith
far.
in God
Her
is
faith,
ridiculous.
Right?
her mama faith, somebody faith is
That
holding
grandma
her.
prayer-
No,
coming
but I'm
through.
telling you, when we go to Mexico, I'm slapping drinks out of motherfuckers' hands that are with us, okay? So you let all your friends know that now. Because, no, that shit is scary for real. Because I've learned, like, a lot of people in countries, like, their morality is set different than ours.
You know,
Yeah,
we're staying
cause it's just
near
like
the
get it
resort,
how you
right?
live.
We're near the resort. We're good.
You
Yeah, okay.
no, that's where they fucking get you because they know that you're coming from different countries. No, for real. They typically target.
I feel like when you branch out.
No, they typically target Airbnbs
Mhm.
and they target around
the
touristy
resort.
spots because they know a lot of people are coming
When
from out of
you're
country.
leaving,
They
the
don't.
resorts are going to.
They're like, oh, these motherfuckers don't know nothing. They don't know how we roll
Yeah,
over here.
and literally because we stayed with a friend of ours that was doing study abroad there, so she had already been there for like 2 months when she came, and she told us the whole time, she's like, don't tell anybody you're American because one,
I'm
they'll.
not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh,
Okay, I'm just got citizenship. I would be like, I'm Jamaican and Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you
This
born
is
here?
home.
Yeah, I was born here, but both my parents are.
Both of your
yeah,
parents
from
are-
their respective lands.
Oh, from their
No, you're not.
respective-
You are South African, okay?
But yeah, they tell you, or she told us to not say that we were American or whatever. She would like put on a fake accent.
They hate us.
She would say she was from Mozambique. Like she was very big about like what we said and did. Because one, when you go to, because like they're very big on bartering and stuff. So when you go to markets, if you have an American accent, they'll of course try to charge you more for things.
Of course.
But also then you become like a target and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just very interesting. Different cultures are very interesting. She's a brown skinned woman, and so there was because we have over there a lot of like brown skin women are sex workers. Typically brown skin women over there are sex workers, so people would like assume that she was a sex worker when we were over there or whatever. Like I don't know if I got hit because I was high yellow, but one of my other friends is high yellow too, so she didn't get hit. So, but she wasn't really drinking that day, so maybe that's why too. I don't know, because it's like usually white, mixed, brown,
Yeah.
price ranges. That's
wild.
Go. So when they trying to sell motherfuckers, that's sadly
we want
enough,
that one.
We want that one.
That one.
So yeah, so it's very interesting. Other places, their cultures are very, but I am huge on travel. So but you just gotta be careful.
Just be aware of what's happening.
Be very aware. Awareness is everything. But just like here, Atlanta is a sex trafficking
it's capital, right?
But because it's our home, we know where we're at. We don't think much of it. But if you go
don't
anywhere,
go to MOK.
if you go anywhere in the States, if I go to Detroit, I don't know shit about Detroit. If I go to Chicago, I don't know shit about Chicago. Like,
yeah, Lauren, you gonna have to come with us.
Other
You gotta put us on with your shooters.
Put us on. Like, other countries have way higher peace indexes than us. Like our peace index is like equivalent to countries that are at war. So we very much are not a safe place by any means. So I don't believe in like, okay, it's just unsafe to go anywhere. But yeah, you just have to be aware.
Yeah, aware of that.
You don't know.
This is interesting. We went from acknowledging yourself, zodiac signs.
Right.
Which ones are the most hated zodiac signs? To
No
dying
consistency at all.
And sex trafficking. I like this though.
Very loaded episode.
It's very loaded episode.
Very loaded.
I do want to say thank you for coming out.
Thank
it's
you
really,
for having me.
It's
I
amazing.
had a great time.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get you back.
I'm
Yeah.
all for it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely.
Do you have anything you would like to plug?
Absolutely. So y'all can definitely follow me on Instagram at Caris the Light. That is CARIS the Light. I am doing a lot of different things right now. I have an event tomorrow that is a Black and Brown Goddess Gathering. It's a meditation meetup. So we're creating more spaces for women of color, people of color in general, because we're gonna have co-ed events as well. But this one will be for women of color, and just creating more spaces for us that are authentic and are vulnerable and raw in their approach. So really excited about that. I am coming out with a line of vegan alkaline CBD edibles, so look out for that. Yes. Might have to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll bring you back to that.
Yeah.
And you bring the samples.
And bring the samples, absolutely. But yeah, looking at that, some spiritual merch and some different things. So we got a lot of projects coming out. I'm very, very excited.
If you need help with the merch, let me know.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I heard about you. I heard about you. So we definitely will talk.
All right.
But yes, so absolutely. So keep a lookout for that. And I am so, so excited. And I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
all right, thank you. Yeah.
So again, we do thank you for coming on the show, and we will see you soon in the near future.
Yes,
Of course, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But thank you all for tuning in this week, and we will see you next week on the CoLab podcast.
All right, later.